Together with us today is our Malaysia National Product Manager, Mike Ong. They're going to explain further about our new Cubicost product. Hi Mike, it's really great to have you here. How's it going over there?
Hi, Amiru. Thanks for having me here today to have this online event. I'm still doing good and doing well. And how about you? I hope that you are also doing well.
Okay. Can you share with us, after all these MCO or PKP things, how you manage your time at home?
Well, I'm still working from my home office here, and every day I will still have to do some light exercises and also cooking. And now I have the privilege to experience how to become a YouTuber online, right? That's amazing.
That's really amazing. Okay, Mike, as we already know that all of our audience here are very eager and cannot wait to know about our latest update on these new generations of our product. So, can you give a bit of introduction or shed light about our software at the same time to launch our new generations of Cubicost product?
Sure, Miru. Let's be introduced to our new friend here today. What is actually Cubicost? So, as we all know, quantity and cost, these are the two key components that make up construction. But unfortunately, these two components always have a data silo. So Cubicost wants to help you to break this data silo and bridge the gap by converting 2D information or 3D model, 3D design model into cost estimation model in an intelligent and automatic way. So as you can see here on screen, we support importation of 2D drawings or even BIM model in IFC or Revit format into our platform to generate a 3D model with all information relevant to the cost estimation, such as geometric sizes, spatial locations, specifications, flow zones, and schedule. Then produce a quantification of this model in accordance with the embedded standard method of measurement. Next, this model is linked with the cost management platform to integrate all BQ information and cost-related information into the 3D model to become a cost estimation model. So with this unified cost estimation model, you can leverage all this information to produce a variety of professional cost reports for tendering or project management purpose. So Cubic represents our BIM modeling platform and cost represents our digital cost management platform. So by combining these two platforms together, Cubicost help to realize the interconnection of quantity and cost. So these are the three key characteristics of all our Cubicost products. That is intelligence, visualization, and interconnection. Ever since we launched our Cubicost C series in Sime Darby Convention Center last year, we have been continuing our hard work and efforts to bring more technological breakthroughs to our Cubicost frontiers. Today, in light of the pandemic and also the MCO, we decided to bring this good news about our brand new release virtually to you here so that you can stay home safely and join this event, this online event. So let's witness the launch of Cubicost C2 together. Oh, this is the new generation of Cubicost C series products. We codename it as C2. I'm grateful to have all of you joining us today to celebrate the launch of Cubicost C2 in this special time virtually. So this is definitely a time to remember. So let me take a selfie with you, Amiru, here to remember this special moment. Okay, hang on. Let me zoom bigger. Okay, you can see Amiru. Yep. Yay. All right. Okay, you guys at home, you can also do the same and post it to your social media platform. So remember to hashtag us at this hashtag CubicostC2 and also hashtag stay home with Cubicost. All right, this virus has really no mercy, but Cubicost will always be staying home with you and staying strong. So we promise to progress greater to serve you better. So let us start with Cubicost beam-based quantity takeoff solution featuring TSC and TRBC. So you on the other side of the screen, maybe you are already our Cubicost frontiers who has been, with us on this digital transformation journey for so many years. Or maybe, like Amiru said, you guys are maybe the new friend to Cubicost. So let's watch a video to help you get familiar with these two products in particular.
Just imagine, each of your projects could be automatically taken off. Each of your quantity reports could be intelligently generated. Each quantity of your BQ could be traced back to your source. Check is so easy and clear that you could view them directly without any redundant calculation. We present you Cubicost. With Cubicost, you could obtain dimensions on drawings intelligently and generate BIM models accordingly. You could possess multiple standard methods of measurement around the world. Through the combination of built-in measurement rules and 3D models, you could calculate the quantities automatically. Instead of repeated manual quantity takeoff, you could obtain the quantities rapidly with just a few steps. In addition, Cubicost provides present report formats that you use most frequently and fill data in them automatically. Thus, you no longer need to copy or compile the complicated Excel formulas. Meanwhile, you could customize the required report formats on your own. After you fill quantities in BQ, Cubicost could help you interconnect BQ, quantities, and BIM models. You could easily find out where each quantity item in BQ is from and where it goes. This is Cubicost Takeoff Solution, your intelligent, visual, and interconnected whole process takeoff solution.
Wow, that is incredible introduction video, Mike. Okay, many of our new friends here may want to know how Cubicost can help them to convert 2D to 3D in Cubicost.
Alright, Amiru. Model is the basis of BIM-based quantity takeoff. We provide different intelligent modeling methods to help you to generate your 3D model in the most efficient way. So start from structural model, then use it as a reference to model your rebar and also finishes. Okay, let's start with column. So open your structural layout plan for column. First, pick the side line, then pick the label, and then you click Auto Identify. Okay, your columns are completed now. So in the same way, identify for your walls, beams, and also slabs and so on. So then your structural model is actually done fully inside the TASC. So next thing is rebar. So this is a beam detail from engineer. Cubicost can actually extract the rebar information from 2D drawing and import it to your 3D model for quantification. So first, add the drawings, then select the corresponding beam details in the drawing, then start identifying the man bar by picking the side label and the CAD line, and the man bar is identified. Next, the links. Select the links info and the section info, set the start and end point, and the links is identified too. So once the calculations are done, identification are done, and then you can view the quantities for each rebar once the calculation completed. So we have done structural model and rebar. So next is finishes. So in TAS, we make use of the room information and its corresponding finishes stated in this finishing schedule to arrange the finishes to your model. So first, identify the finishes schedule. This will allow all information being captured and create different rooms with corresponding finishes in our software. Then let's say you want to arrange finishes for all the bathroom in the floor. You just need to select the bathroom created and point to all the bathroom in the model. So by doing so, all the wall, floor, and ceiling can be applied with the finishes as per your finishes schedule. In this way, we could complete the modeling of finishes already rapidly. So that is intelligent modeling done using Cubicost quantity takeoff products from 2D to 3D to rebar and finishes, quick and intelligent.
Yeah, Mike. Many of our Cubicost frontiers love the intelligent modeling features. They are like modeling features very much, and I believe that they are also eager to know what's new and what have been improved in this C2 version on intelligent modeling.
All right. We have developed some exciting new features. First, let's begin with ramp. So I believe that this kind of ramp structure is nothing new to you. So it can be seen in many elevated car park at your office buildings, shopping mall, or high-rise apartment. So using conventional manual methods to quantify this type of ramp accurately is actually pretty challenging. So on the other hand, using 3D modeling methods, the process can be very complicated because ramps are always curved or in irregular shape. So let's have a look at how new TS handle this problem easily. Just 3 steps, very simple. First, draw the ramp projection as per the drawing. Second, draw the ramp center line. And then third, you set the ramp elevation or the gradient. That's it, 3 steps only. And then you can see now a perfect ramp is being modeled in our software like this. So since we have got the ramp model, we can also provide you accurate and complete ramp quantities automatically. And not only we produce rapid modeling and quantity of ramps, but we also deal with the walls and the beams adjacent to the ramps. To adjust the adjacent beams and walls to the correct manner, so you just need to select the beam or the walls adjacent to the ramp, and then you click the align with ramp function. So you can see here, all the wall has been aligned perfectly with your ramp. So in short, draw ramps with 3 steps. This is, I think, is the simplest methods of modeling ramps in the current market. And the ramp quantities could be calculated accurately and entirely. Meanwhile, the align with ramp function helps to deal with all the ramp related elements. Now develop this kind of a complicated ramp in 3D model is not an issue anymore. Okay, what's new in staircase? In local practice, all these components for staircase are required to be quantified. When using conventional manual methods, the quantification process can be long and complicated and easily make mistakes. So staircase is a complicated element consisting of flight, landing slab, landing beam, and railing. So in previous version, we must draw all these components one by one. So according to our users' feedback, so this modeling method is actually not so efficient to them. So let's look at the new modeling method in TSC2. So just one step, draw 2 flights using lines, and then the landing slab, the landing beam, and railings are automatically generated. So now you see you have a perfect staircase model in your software. So if you have different requirements, so you can always feel free to come to the staircase layout. You can adjust the setting of the beam and the railing to how you want them to be. So for example, you want them to be on the left hand side, or even the landing beam, you have two landing beam at your landing side. Also, you can set that. So moreover, the quantities required in BQ could be extracted and calculated. For example, volume of the concrete, formwork, finishes, and also handrail quantity. So the new staircase is easier and more flexible to model and quantify now in TSC2. So generate entity by CAD line. I believe this will be another useful features that you will fall in love with. As we all know, when dealing with irregular shape walls, beam, or slab, you need to take extra time, such as this curvy wall on the left or the irregular shaped swimming pool on the right. So the accuracy of the quantity is actually highly depending on how detailed you trace the CAD line. So this is the previous version of TAS. So for this curvy wall, you need to draw the arch line by many sections. So let's see how easy and quick you can generate this curvy wall in the new version. So just select the CAD line, and then it will automatically generate the wall rapidly and accurately for you. Okay, as you can see at the lower right corner here, the previous version is still struggling to get it done, right? And then let's see another example here. Like this swimming pool in the previous version, you need to draw it very slowly to get the curve. In the new version, just select all the CAD lines to auto-generate the wall accurately. So the speed is at least like 5 times faster than the old methods. So you can also use this feature on slab and also beam. So now you don't have to struggle to trace all those curvy walls anymore. Not bad, right? Okay, next we got the new capabilities on rebar for irregular walls. So in the new version of TRB, so we can now support rebar for parametric walls. So with this new addition, we enable you to process the walls with irregular sections more rapidly. So you can select the irregular wall section you want in the parametric wall selection, and then you enter the corresponding rebar info. So TRB will calculate the rebar accurately based on the wall shape and display them in 3D view. For example, this rebar detail drawing of a retaining wall. So you enter the rebar info as per the drawing, and then the rebar will be auto-processed and quantified with a single click. Okay, next, custom quantity. Sometimes you need to extract quantities for sanitary fittings or parking lines, or even the area for or landscape for your BQ. Or even when you prepare a quick cost estimation, you need to get these quantities quickly without building the 3D model, right? So custom quantity then it will comes in handy for you. For example, to count how many WC, you just have to select the WC legend in the drawings, and then all the WC with the same legend will be counted in total numbers. Then how about length? To measure the length of a parking line, so you can either pull a length of the parking line, or you can select all the CAD lines in the drawings to get the total length. So, and the length of all sides will be displayed as well. So you can batch select many of the CAD lines, and then you can get the total length of the parking lines in this entire floor. And to measure area, you just need to trace a line to form an enclosed area, or select the CAD lines to get the quantities.
So Mike, this custom quantity, I can utilize to do quantity takeoff for mechanical items like ducting, electrical points, and etc., right?
Of course, Amiru. All the custom quantities can also be viewed in the quantities report, so you could extract any quantity you want based on the classification conditions. So by using custom quantities, your calculations of all the miscellaneous quantities in TAS can become very handy and easy now. All right, we have already covered some key new features for intelligent modeling. So now I'm going to show you a few highlights of enhancement for intelligent quantity takeoff.
Okay, Mike. So regarding this intelligent quantity takeoff, all the quantity that we managed to calculate, is it according to any measurement standard? For example, in Malaysia, we are using SMM2 as our standard.
Yes, Amiru. What distinguishes us from others competitors is our built-in measurement rules. So all Cubicost quantity takeoff products are embedded with measurement methods of various countries and regions, including SMM2, CP97, and also many more for architectural and structural works measurement, and also British standards, Eurocodes, IS, or SCI for rebar measurements. We know that this content of every single measurement standard is massive, so that's why we built in integrate all these standards and embedded them in our products so that you no longer need to look them up frequently. So the built-in rules make it easier to visualize the measurement methods clearly and also understand them. Meanwhile, all the calculations of model are basing on the measurement methods. So once the corresponding setting change, the rebar calculation will also change accordingly. So you can view the calculation expression of all the entities in the model. I mean the detailed calculation process basing on the built-in measurement standards and rules to let you visualize better. So you can also track and verify all this calculation process in 3D view. So a model with built-in measurement rules is now a quantity takeoff model. You could extract any quantity you want easily into various built-in quantity reports, such as a quantity summary based on elements, or displaying all the detailed expression for each element entity, or even the index summary analysis reports like single unit concrete index table or the concrete grade index table. So you can customize your own quantity report based on different attributes. Because many quantities are provided, you can also choose which quantities you want to display in your reports when auto-generate the quantity summary of that entity. So yeah.
All these classification conditions, do I need to set it every time I work on new project?
Amiru, not necessary to do that. So you can save your customized reports formats into templates to use for other projects. For instance, you can change different formats and then you can save it as templates for concrete or even like formwork. So after you save all these templates, you rename it as a formwork templates, and then you can quickly export it out as a shareable templates to give it to your colleagues for them to use it. So that's why one-time setting for limitless use, so that you'll make your work easier. All right, still remember the 3 key characteristics in our products. So we have just introduced some of the exciting new features and improvements done for the intelligence in our quantity takeoff products. I hope you guys are still with me. Yeah. Okay, let's keep the excitement coming. Next, let me walk you through what have we done to improve the visualizations of your 3D modeling. So we make our 3D model display more precise and also more realistic and vivid. So take this wall model as example. Unlike the previous version, 2 intersecting walls are now displayed in complete when you draw. So including the finishes to the wall and also to the columns protruding from walls is now showing in more realistic manner. So what you see is what you get.
Oh, that's great, Mike. So this will be much easier for our user to understand the model. So can the model be shared between one software to another software?
Yes, Cubicost is an open and interconnected platform. So you can share and merge models within TAS or TRB itself. And also the model from TAS can be shared with TRB or vice versa. Very flexible. So let's see what improvement we have in store for you about this. So in this new version, we invented Cubic. It is a unique file sharing and communication methods for all Cubicost quantity takeoff products. So Cubic can keep the complete data of TAS and TRB models, or you can choose to share data by different floors or entity using Cubic. So by using one unified Cubic file, you can integrate TAS and TRB models, share and then reuse it to synchronize all the changes in the model efficiently. For example, you can import the whole project from TS using Cubic to TRB or vice versa, or import and merge your work with others using Cubic to get a complete project model, or even reuse specific parts or entities in your model using Cubic to TRB or vice versa. So let's see how to use Cubic to synchronize works between TS and TRB when changes occurs. For example, we import TAS structural model to TRB using Cubic for rebar arrangement. So when changes are made in the TS model, say a new window is added, you can use Cubic to import the windows to TRB. As you can see here, the rebar layout is auto-updated. You do not need to arrange them again in TRB. So likewise, if you change the door position in TRB, or modify the door size, so the changes will be automatically synchronized to TS model after you import the Cubic to TAS. So that is how you quickly share and reuse your model in a flexible way.
Okay, how about quantities in BQ? How can we make sure they are latest quantities we have generated in our model?
Okay, to do that, you can easily connect your quantity takeoff products to our BQ and costing product TBQ. By doing so, you have created a live BQ that is always linked to your 3D model. And with using this kind of interconnectivity, you can easily live link all the quantities from your model to your BQ prepared in TBQ software. So just drag like this is in TAS, so you can view the quantity by category. And then for this BQ item, you just can drag the quantities that you want to that particular BQ items. And then you can see actually when you add the quantity to the BQ item, you can see all the details are actually shown at the bottom of the BQ items. So when you are checking your quantities, you can always trace the link quantity back to your model easily. So you can also check whether there are any omissions or duplication of quantities with different color indication. So this will help your team leader or whoever checking the works to justify the source of the link quantities easily. So when changes occur, you only need to update the model when the changes, then the changes and the quantities will be automatically updated to your BQ. So we can also help you to compare the quantities before and after the changes made. Like this, you can have the revised and also the baseline quantity. Okay, when two or more description in your BQ apply the same quantity, for example, plastering area is same as the painting area. So you can cross-reference plastering quantity to the painting just like Excel. So let's see how it works when you live link a quantity. So to do that, you enter an equal sign in the painting cell, then select the plastering quantity to cross-reference that quantity to your painting BQ item. So you can also insert formula when you cross-reference quantities. For example, this floor, these bathroom tiles, you can actually put a divide by 2 inside there to get the area. So when you save all your live BQ, the references, formulas, and also live links are also saved in the TBQ project.
This is truly a collaborative solution for all QS. Okay, for model calculation time, is there any improvement on that?
Okay, we never stop improving the efficiency of calculations. In the new version, we promise some significant improvements in efficiency. So let me introduce you this new feature. We call it private cloud computing. So we incorporated this cutting-edge concept to our new version of TAS. So through private cloud computing, we managed to shorten the calculation time greatly. For small and medium scale projects, the calculation time is 2 times faster now. While for the large scale projects with the floor areas more than 200,000 square meters, the calculation is now 4 times faster using this private cloud computing. As you can see here, the efficiency of some others frequently used features is also very much improved. Like real quantity by categories is now 7 times faster in the new version. Using our new version, you will have much smoother operating experience and also a better user experience. So we give you consistent and also concise interface layout, all new navigation interaction, and also graphical element icons to guide you to work easier inside TAS. So the experience will be absolutely pleasant and simple. So we have over 300 new features and enhancements, including some of your feedbacks in the past year. So we believe you will get a lot of surprises using the new version.
Oh, that is really awesome. I also heard that we have a bigger surprise for our Cubicost Frontiers today.
Yes, Amiru, you are right. This is a surprise for you guys here. Okay, as we all know, BIM is a process for creating and managing information on a construction project across the project lifecycle, right? One of the key outputs of this process is the building information model. So this model draws on information assembled collaboratively and also updated at key stages of a project. Therefore, the information is getting more and more developed and complete across different parties and stages. So the ideal scenario is the model information is being passed on without loss of information. So that is a goal of all the industry practitioners out there who are adopting BIM in their project. But in most of the time, different BIM models are being developed and used in each different stage, but the model information from different stages are not assembled collaboratively. Or in some cases, BIM model is being developed and transferred throughout the cycle, but the information is unfortunately missing during the process. So in a nutshell, the BIM model is unable to pass on throughout the life cycle as expected. So to achieve the ideal goal may seem impossible in current reality, but driven by our mission, we are determined to be the one who makes this dream come true. Our endeavor is to ensure all models and information could be assembled collaboratively and also transfer entirely along all stages. Therefore, we take TASC as the platform to support the BIM model throughout the entire life cycle, integrate with cost data transfer from different stages. Here comes our big surprise for you all, TAS TIO. So you might ask, what is TIO? So it is actually the advanced edition of TASC2 that supports a one-step intelligent takeoff. So one-step import your BIM model, then click calculate to extract the quantities. So when you import the BIM model, we use intelligent AI technology to identify various information and auto-check your model. So first, open the Revit model to TIO. So once you open, all the floor information in the model can be read like this. You can read all the floor information. To set the reference floor, then you can see here all the element type and material information in your Revit model can be read and also auto match with the attributes inside our TIO. So after checking all this, you can proceed to import the Revit model. So once it report, you can see that all the geometric information is still intact. Next, you can calculate the quantities. So we will automatically help you to check the model and also highlights all the inconsistencies or errors in details for you. So you can go through one by one or even use this to actually advise your BIM modeler. So once your calculation is complete, you can view your quantities for all floors or selected floors inside this quantity reports here. So you can see all the quantities with all the attributes and the classification conditions are listed clearly inside these reports for you. Let's say if you want to view your quantity with the BIM info, you can also do that by merging all the BIM ID to our attribute in TIO. And then when you click OK, and then you can view a quantity again. So when you view the quantity here, now in the report, you will be able to see the quantities with their respective BIM ID. So you can easily trace it back to your model. If you are very doubtful about the quantities, you can always right click and also reversely check to your model quickly. So a model of this scale only takes 30 minutes to complete the quantification. So how can we compare changes between two models? You can use our Revit changes features to find out the differences of model and quantity after import to TIO. So first, import the revised model. Then when you import it, right away we will tell you we will compare the current model and list down all the changes, like how many has been added to this model, how many has been deleted, and how many has been modified. So the remarks are telling you that only the newly added items will be imported, while the deleted and the modified items require you to modify in the model yourself. So once you recalculate, so all the live link quantities in your BQ will be automatically updated, and you will know what are the differences in the quantity. So let's hear what our pilot users want to say after they use our TIO.
This is Fred Stack, Malaysia's member high. We are a BIM company and we have been using for a month. I think because it's a direct link, Revit to Cubicost, so whatever all the functions and all the information inside Revit is directly transported into Cubicost. So far, from my experience, I think that import Revit is very quick. It's easy to use, and it could be a collaborative work which I could use with my team.
My name is Maharudin Amli and Lau.
Okay.
At Baluri, and then I've been using for 3 years already. The first thing I like is I don't have to draw. It's like from 2D. Like previously, you need to draw manually, and then during the extraction, you can specify what is your needs, what is your requirement. You can actually adjust and identify based on the quantity extraction.
Okay.
My name is Christina Leong. Okay, I'm a digital QS in Sabana Jurong Digital Management Office. Using this software for quantification, for extracting quantities, I experienced an increase about 80% faster in extraction. Using this Revit module is very fast, because all you need to do is just import the model in the software, and the quantity can be quickly extracted when you compare to actually doing the physical measurement from 2D drawings. Okay, in this module, I like the most is the Because once you import this .rbt model in, you can actually visualize everything in one screen. It's very informative and see everything there. I like this.
Thanks to our pilot users for their support in TIO. So along with the launch of TIO, we are also releasing our very first BIM modeling handbook for cost estimating. So this book provides a modeling standard and many reasonable suggestions from different perspectives to exchange models between upstream and downstream. So our industry practitioners can actually benefit from this handbook. So today, both TIO and our BIM modeling handbook are officially available in Malaysia. You can contact us for more information after this.
Mike, as you mentioned in the beginning part of your presentation, quantity and cost are the key components of construction. What kind of solution does Cubicost offer to our industry players to handle cost matters in tendering stage?
Okay, in Cubicost C2 products, TBQ is actually the digital cost management solution for owners, consultants, and contractors. So let's take a look at a video about TBQ.
Welcome to TBQ, the digital cost management solution for you. TBQ has a professional system for compiling BQ. It has various types of professional built-in bills, elements, BQ, and prices for you to choose. You can reuse BQ data from BQ libraries, historical projects, and Excel and PDF files. TBQ has a professional and intelligent system for generating tender documents. It splits pages intelligently and generates pages with bill items for collection and collection summary and final summary. TBQ can generate complex types of tender documents such as preliminaries and provisional sum and prime cost. Contractors can submit electronic tenders directly. Intelligent, efficient, and accurate. It supports reusing pricing data from build-up, historical projects, and Excel files. It supports quick price build-up, analysis, and adjustment. Consultants can evaluate tenders electronically. TBQ is a professional platform for electronic tendering. Professional, efficient, and accurate. It has visible and shareable system for collaboration. It supports build-up collaboration between bills and elements. It offers seamless collaboration between quantities and prices. It supports collaboration between pricing and review. It is a digital cost management solution for enterprises. TBQ enables enterprises to accumulate, apply, and analyze data. This is Cubicost TBQ, your digital cost management solution to make your cost management more efficient, intelligent, and professional.
Okay, Mike, I read about a statistic the other day. 70% of Fortune Global 500 procure through electronic tender software.
Yes, Amiru. Electronic tendering is proven to bring improvements in terms of cost and also efficiency. So let me show you a comparison between traditional tendering and also electronic tendering. As you can see here, using electronic tendering solution, the tendering process can be greatly streamlined to give a better result compared to the conventional methods. So you can see it actually saves a lot of papers, also save time, and yet it will give the consultants with accurate results. So Cubicost, TBQC is a Cubicost electronic tender solution. and basing upon a professional and intelligent system to generate, receive, and evaluate electronic tenders efficiently and accurately. So a tender document must have BQ, right? So let's begin with compiling your BQ first. So you have your existing completed BQ in Excel or PDF. So no worries, you can quickly import your existing data from Excel and PDF files to TBQ. Or you can also copy from other TBQ projects and your custom BQ library. So for a starter, you can compile a BQ easily using TBQC. After you got your contents, next is setting up how your BQ looks like. So if you are compiling BQ in Excel, so these tasks can be like very tedious, time consuming, and error prone because you must always adjust repeatedly to achieve consistency throughout the entire BQ. So by in report module of TBQC, we will auto process all the BQ contents for you and automatically generate ready to print reports instantly in various built-in templates. So for example, a BQ with quantities. So all your contents are orderly arranged into BQ pages like this and corresponding summary pages like collection and final summary. So when you make changes to your contents, your BQ is actually processed and arranged again for you automatically by our software. So we can also produce various types of BQ such as preliminary bills with multiple sections, prime cost and provisional sum bill, BQ and summary for terrace housing, or BQ with multiple quantity columns like this. So you can print them on separate pages, or you can print them all in one single page of an A3 or A4 size.
How about page break and page numbering? It is also one of the QS frustration.
That is not a problem in TBQC because it will insert a page break for all the reports automatically based on the page margin. So you don't have to adjust it manually. And also all the item numberings and also the paginations are already taken care by automation in our software. Okay. TBQC also can identify changes in BQ contents and annotate them automatically in addendum BQ. So you can choose how to mark them or where to put the annotation.
This is indeed very useful to QS in addendum management. Can we modify the report settings to fit my own requirements?
Yes, built-in templates for BQ in report module is fully editable. So you can set page header or footer easily. So like you want to insert a logo or you even want to reference the build and element name. So you can also change the page margin easily or change the font style, also change the format for your page numbering. So you can instantly preview when you change the setting inside this interface. Then when you click save, and all the pages will be refreshed accordingly. Very flexible and efficient. To reuse the templates in the new project, all you need to do is you can save all the setting into a reusable templates. Then you can apply the templates whenever you create a new project like this. So you can create a new project, just apply the template you saved previously, and then all the formats will be followed accordingly. So you can achieve a very standardized BQs throughout all the projects in your company.
Okay, once the BQ is finalized, how can it be issued to contractors electronically?
Okay. Consultant QS can generate electronic tender BQ in TBQC format. We call it the BQD file, and then secure it with a password. And then they save this on out, and then they can send this BQD file to their contractors via emails or even burn it into the CD and pass it on to them. So you can see that this BQD file has consolidated few hundred pages or even 1,000 pages into a very lightweight electronic tender document, which a consultant can send out conveniently anytime and anywhere. After contractor receive the TBQC electronic tender, they can straight away import the BQD file into their TBQC software to proceed with their pricing. So you can open the file. Now you can see they can put in all their prices in the respective BQ items quickly, or even they can build up the rates inside our software, and then they can link them directly to their BQ items. So once they are done their pricing, so they can submit this thing out electronically. How to do that? They just need to generate the tender submission, put in their tenderers info, and also put a password to save the file, secure the file. And then after that, download this file, and then they can submit this BQS file back to their consultant QS.
How about contractors without TBQC? Can they still open electronic tender files given by consultant QS?
Okay, for no worries, we provide a free online quotation website called eTender that allow the contractors to quickly import the electronic tender file and then open it inside the website to complete their pricing. So when they open the electronic files in the website, you can see here, they just need to put in their price in the highlighted boxes. So when they put in the rates, the amount will be automatically calculated. And also, all the total in each page will be total sum up, automatically sum up, and linked to the respective final summary and also the collection summary. So once they are done, they just need to download this file, put their information, secure a password, and then generate the tender submission file. So same, the tender submission file is in TBQC format. We call it the BQS file. So they can just send this one back to the consultant QS electronically. So for evaluation of contractor submissions, consultant just need to click the evaluate function and import all the electronic tender files or the BQS files using all the passwords set by the respective contractors. So immediately you can see the contractor prices are compared with the QS pre-tender estimate side by side, indicated highest and lowest. They can also mark the price differences by inputting different required percentage and used to distinguish by different highlight color. So consultant QS can also filter the items based on keywords to evaluate them by batch. So after they are satisfied with the result, so we also allow them to export all the result out to Excel file with all the indicators that they have done inside the website or inside the evaluation module. Okay, with the highest, lowest indicators and also the price difference highlight.
I am sure our QS audience are curious about the data security using eTender. Can you shed some light on that?
Okay, the eTender platform adopts advanced internet security technologies, and we have all the security protection architecture and multi-dimensional privacy protection mechanism built in to keep all the users' info secure in all aspects. Therefore, QS did not worry about the data security.
I strongly believe electronic tender will become a new norm in near future. Can you imagine one tree can produce 30,000 sheets of A4 paper and it is equivalent to 15 copies of tender documents?
Yes, Amiru. So in average, one tender exercise has literally chopped down one tree. That's why we always emphasize that electronic tendering is not only cost saving, but also a very green tendering method to use.
For the traditional tendering method, which is still widely used in our country, how can TBQC help contractors users when they receive hard copy or electronic scan tender BQ?
Okay, according to our surveys, averagely, contractor needs to spend 7 to 10 days to digitize 1,000 pages BQ using manual way or other text conversion tool. So compared with this, TBQC can recognize BQ content intelligently using the OCR integrated algorithms we built in, including text calculation relations between rows and columns and pages. So after the identification of the PDF, the BQ contains all sets with predefined calculation expression. So when you enter a rate, the corresponding amount is calculated and displayed in the original BQ file accordingly. So the amount for every page is also linked and synchronized to the summary page. TBQC can also auto-identify various BQ formats. For example, preliminary bills, it will identify this type of PDF into TBQC and become an amount-only items. So you just need to put in a lump sum amount for this particular prelim items. And also we can identify prime cost and provisional sum bill with profit and attendance here. So when you identify into the software, you just need to put in the percentage to the, and then we will automatically help you to calculate the amount for your profits and also your attendance. And then for item breakdown, this one is one of the frequently used approach in Malaysia for PC supply rates item. So our software can also identify this form easily and apply the rates to the related bill items automatically. Okay, for terrace housing projects in Malaysia, it is very common that the summary page have a row to multiply number of units with the amount per unit. So when this type of summary page is identified to TBQC, we will automatically multiply the amount per unit with the respective number of units to get the total amount. So TBQC can improve QS efficiency in all this preparatory work by 10 times. So because QS only need to spend a few minutes to convert 1000 pages from PDF to a digital BQ with all the formats. So topping up with like checking or correction time, it only takes at least like 1 day to get the job done.
There is another challenge that I have known of for contractors during submission time. That is when they fill in their tender price to tender BQ. The manual hand inking way is way too laborious and it requires QS to be very attentive to avoid errors.
Indeed, yes, Amiru. Using TBQC, contractors can fill in their tender prices quickly and accurately to original tender BQ so that they can be more confident and carefree during the tender submission deadline. Because when they input their tender prices for the bill items in TBQC, they will automatically overlay onto the original PDF file like this. So, and total amount for each page is also shown in the related bill summary too. Therefore, the moment you finish inputting your prices, a complete tender BQ is ready to be printed for submission.
How about identifying addendum BQ? I know contractors often face a lot of pressure dealing with multiple addendums in the tender, like replace pages, find out the changes, revise the BQ and update the price. This requires extra attention and time to get them done properly within a short time frame.
Yes, Amiru. TBQC can help them to handle all these tasks automatically after identifying the addendum BQ. Okay, first, import the addendum BQ PDF files received from the consultant's QS. Run the auto identification in TBQC. And then using the match page function, TBQC can automatically match addendum pages to the respective original pages, judging by their page number. So if that is a new page, you still can drag and add that particular new page to the contents easily by drag and drop them to the position you want. So you can also choose to compare two different versions of addendum to find the changes and check the cost differences. So all the cost differences will be highlighted in a highlight color. So if you want to reuse the data from other version, you can easily use our get data from other version function, and then you just select the data and the version you want, and then you select the content, and then you right click copy and then paste it back to your current works.
The accuracy of tender pricing is a critical component of a project profitability.
I couldn't agree more, Amiru. The ability to produce accurate estimates and prices can also mean the difference between winning or losing the project in the first place. So now let's see how build-up unit rates module can help producing accurate estimates. So basically, build-up unit rates is a module where you can build and manage all your price data for your project using all the functions available. So you can set up different subcategories with our built-in main categories here. So subcategories will help you to easily look up your prices easily in these subcategories. So build up rates can be complex. In TBQC, you can build up your rates in various flexible ways. Either it is an all-in rate without breakdowns or a rate with extensive build-up details. So we also can accommodate all these scenarios inside our software.
What about existing historical price data? How can they be incorporated into TBQC?
Okay, let us find out next. So TBQC promotes or supports 3 ways to enable you to reuse your data easily in build-up unit rates module. First, we know that most of your price data are stored in Excel files. So if this is your first TBQC project, don't worry, we can always import your Excel data quickly into our software using this identify Excel function. So this function is specifically programmed to read the column and row contents and also extract to our build-up unit rates module. So it is super easy to use. So follow the step-by-step guide. Step 1, open your Excel file. Step 2, set what type of rates you are going to import. Step 3, auto-identify the columns and the row to tell the software which one is the material, which one's a label, and then lastly you click the identify contents. So now you can see here the Excel data has been copied to our build-up unit rates module. So let's say you have completed several tenders in TBQC. So now you are working on another new tender and you want to reuse some of the build-up rates in the recent works. So use this copy rates from other project function to access your historical data whenever you want. So it is very straightforward and easy. You just need to select whatever rates that you want to use, right click copy, and then you can paste it back to your current tender. Okay, on screen now you can see that this raw material for this concrete grade 15 unit rates is actually highlighted in green color, right? So it means that there are other selection of brand or supplier rates available for you to choose. So you can click on this item to view the option in details. So you can see here actually we have 2 different supplier rates for the concrete grade 15. So I want to choose it, change to B suppliers. So when you click on to B, you can see here the unit rates for grade 15 concrete has been updated accordingly to what you have selected.
Now that we have explained how to reuse price data and build-up rates in this module, how do we import these build-up rates to BQ?
Okay, we know that there are thousands of build items that contractors need to build up the rates and also link them together. Therefore, we have designed various methods to allow QS or contractors to link their rates to the build items quickly. For instance, you can live link your rates quickly by entering the code for the rates, or you can open a multiple windows like this and then drag the rates to the target cell in the BQ to complete its prices. So it is very intuitive. You can drag and drop, and you can see even you drop and you can see all the details breakdown in the rate details pane. So after you link your build-up rates to the BQ, you might want to revisit the build-up rates before you submit to proofread the rates whether they are being linked correctly. So we have a reliable checking mechanism built in for you. So simply switch to the Build-up Analysis tab to find all the links, all the build-up unit rates that you have linked to the BQ. So using the check BQ reversely to actually trace the build items linked with this concrete grade 35 rate. So we will filter and then release down all the BQ items in the new window so that you can easily go through and check whether you have linked correctly. So when you revise the rate like this, you change the label rates to 60. Now the moment you update it, so the rates will be automatically synchronized to all the link BQ items, including when you change your supplier's rates. Like for example, you change to supplier B, and the build-up rates will also automatically synchronize.
Okay, one of the problems encountered by contractors is lack of analytic skill and not data-driven during tender process. So, what TBQC can help contractors in this?
Yeah, we are aware that data analysis is very important in all decision making. So TBQC comes with a multi-dimensional data analysis. So we have made great improvements for the analysis from two aspects. So by trade and element, and we can generate analysis data for you in 4 general ways. So take work trade as example. You can now categorize your BQ according to different trade code and sub-trade code. For example, concrete work as the main trade and different concrete grade as the sub-trade. So all these trade codes can be preset earlier in our trade code library. So the benefits of doing so is the analysis by trade function will tabulate total quantities and cost for each trade accordingly, and then showing the weightage in percentage and also the cost per construction floor area. So when there are different unit of measurements within a trade, no worries, the data will be separated for better viewing intelligently. So all analysis data can be printed and exported in the built-in analysis reports for presentation or also the reporting purpose.
So, junior QS or executive level staff can now link rates and analyze the price and eventually pass it on to their contract manager or senior QS for checking and adjustment.
Yes, basing on the analysis data, management can easily strategize and decide how much profit margin to pump in. So just select the entire project or selected items, use the adjust cost function to adjust the prices instantly by entering the the ratio that they want, and then click OK. Then all the prices of the selected will be updated with this profit margin or the ratio that they put in, without needing them to set a formula in the BQ. So let me outline for you again what are the benefits of using TBQC build-up unit rates module for your tender. So it is flexible to import your price data and simple to build up your rates in the module so that it becomes a one-stop center for all your QS to find the prices and adopt them to the BQ. So it helps you to adjust the pricing plans flexibly and trace the bill items that adopted the price easily. So it also provides real-time and multi-dimensional analysis.
It is easy to use and very intuitive to trace data sources. Furthermore, it informatizes your pricing data and so that you can manage it effectively within your enterprise. This module will definitely ease the burden of many executive staff and help them to excel in tender pricing, adding more values to their professional expertise.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with you. So next, I'm going to talk about work collaboration in TBQC. Amiru, what do you think about collaboration of work for QS?
In construction industry, a project can never succeed without everyone's participation and contribution. Every progress and data are the result of the teamwork. Hence, QS need to keep track on the work progress of downstream members, whether colleagues or junior, as well as their upstream members, whether it is manager or senior. So, before using any data from others, they need to ensure it is the latest data. The manager and the team leader also need to monitor progress of every team members closely and how well work is done in order to review and adjust in time. Therefore, a visible and shareable platform for collaboration is vital.
Yes, you're right. Even the QS for quantity takeoff and in general, QS for quantity takeoff and QS for cost estimation, they normally work separately using their own forms. So although the two parties they communicate frequently to coordinate their work, they often face difficulty to link the two sets of data up and even like integrate them before filling it up to the BQ. So this makes it more difficult for the team leader to actually check all the works like this. So while in TBQC, right, it has an integrated work collaboration mechanism built in. So they allow the QS who deal with the quantities and the QS doing the cost estimation to collaborate with each other closely using the same TBQ project, so making their work 2 times more efficient. So you can live link your 3D model to your BQ to form a live BQ, or you can even further divide your work amongst few QS to work on different work views or elements at the same time inside TBQC. Also, TBQ allow you to import external quantities and link them to your BQ. You can easily distinguish the source of each quantities by referring to the respective color coding. For example, blue for TRB quantity, light green for TS quantities. So team leaders can select any quantities in the BQ and refer to its quantity details to check by whom, when, or from which project source files this quantity is uploaded and its value. He or she can even dive in to check classification conditions of the quantities for each bill item. For example, this bill item in link is linked with a quantity derived from the volume of concrete C40s for column. So it is convenient for team leader to check and review the junior work in TBQC, and then they collaborate with them closely. So using TBQC, they can, consultant QS can benefit from all this, and then you will be able to establish a visible and shareable collaboration system to streamline the QS workflows and also improve their work efficiency at the same time.
With a shareable collaboration system in place, the next step is to establish a way to accumulate and standardize the data within the enterprise. Can TBQC help with this?
Yes, Amirul. We are moving forward to digital era, and data is actually the lifeblood of our industry practitioners. So using TBQC can help them to consolidate their data into an enterprise database for easy lookup. By using the TBQC library manager, all your BQ description data can be stored in this library manager to form a standard BQ library for your enterprise. So the beauty of doing so is when you have a new tender, a junior QS can easily pull the data out from the BQ library to compile their BQ. This not only greatly improves the work efficiency, but also it regulates BQ quality to be more professional and comprehensive. So after tender BQ is finalized, this data can then be imported into the enterprise BQ library to accumulate more data, and these cycles will go on and on. So same apply to price data. It can be stored in the resource library securely and can be reused conveniently in the new project. So with more data accumulated along the way, you also can analyze and observe the market trend to set more competitive tender prices. So using TBQC Library Manager, your enterprise can safeguard all these precious data and share it with all the team members systematically under one platform.
It is a good platform to change our industry practitioners' mindset to be more data-driven, especially during this digital transformation.
Yes, indeed. So TBQC is a digital cost management and electronic tendering solution in Cubicost product line. So it comes with intelligent and efficient tendering capabilities, accurate cost build-up analysis capabilities, as well as a seamless work collaboration experience.
Okay, Mike, last but not least, do you want to share with us what improvements have been done for user experience in TBQC compared with TBQ 2018?
Okay, Amiru. When we start developments of TBQC, our UI and also user experience team has actually outlined their goals into 3 key aspects: simplicity, personality, and friendliness. So let me briefly explain to you all one by one. So we want the whole user experience of TBQC to be pleasant and easy. That's why we chose color theme that represents stability, trust, and also vitality for TBQC overall design. So you can see the new design is more concise, consistent, and easy to use. So the new design also takes into account the personality. So we have taken a step forward to enhance the layout of functions and also contents based on different character so that you can focus on what matters and navigate through any task efficiently, making the whole experience more unique, personal, and intuitive. So apart from being unique, we hope that the experience is also making sense to our users. So frequently used features are always there for you. No matter what screen size or resolution, you always be focused. So who say QS are always dull and not creative, right? So in TBQC, they can show off their creativity by designing their own personalized custom theme. We always want to be QS best companion in their work and supporting them to learn new skill and advance in their career. That's why we thoughtfully design TBQC to be more interactive and user-friendly. So you can see many colorful and graphical prompts uniquely designed to match their scenarios. And also we design our features with step-by-step guides to get you to the finishing line. So there are also a lot of friendly tips to boost up your work efficiency and confidence. So when you are lost, we are always there in our online help center because we carefully crafted and uploaded many user guides contents to help you to find your way out. Okay, with that, I will end my presentation here. So Cubicost will make everything count. Thank you for listening in. I will hand off to Amiru to talk about the next agenda in today's webcast event. Thank you so much.